Hello, hello, and good day. It me, Fresh Baked Niche, back at you again, and a Merry Christmas to all. Uh, it's been quite the holiday season. I mean, Christmas is this coming week, and man, I feel like 2025 just started. And I see those sentiments online a lot. That's cool. That's all right. But with the holidays coming up, many people, myself included, we like to watch movies, specifically the ones catered for the season. And, I thought it'd be fun to talk about at least my top three. Um, Obviously, this is subjective. It's not like a definitive list, it's just what I enjoy. And I am encouraging all of you listening to let me know down in the comments what is like your top three or even your number one. I think it's fascinating to see what people have to say. But, kicking it off, I think my number three is Santa Claus is Coming to Town by Rankin Bass. I love all their animations, but I feel like that story is the one that's just. It's one of the nicer ones. I feel like it's the one that's least picked apart compared to all the other ones. Also, I really feel like the Burgermeister Meisterburger has that just perfect villainy to him. Like it's cartoony enough where it's like, yeah, it's just ridiculous. But I mean, the acting is solid. I just love how they build him up, and even the beginning with the mailman explaining like, "Hey, there was this guy. Here's how this happened," and it's good. It always just feels good to watch it. And obviously, it's a Rankin Bass, so I mean, the quality is just timeless at this point. I think for number two, and this one was actually a hard one to try to suss out, as it were. I think it's Home Alone, specifically the first one. Don't get me wrong, I think the first two are the best. I have seen the other ones. I'm not a big fan. I do appreciate, though, in one of the later entries, Buzz does make a reappearance, but nothing beats the original, actually at home, actually alone. And, I mean, the Wet Bandits just really add to it. It's just so fun to watch. I mean, obviously, it's just over the top antics. And I mean, I think as a kid, a lot of people have those feelings of, man, I just wish everyone else was just gone. And, getting to see those repercussions and that realization of like, wow, this kind of actually sucks. I think it's nice to touch on that, especially around, I mean, I hate to say this, the time of year where a lot of people do feel not as good as they could. And, it's I think it is heavily regarded. I feel like I was looking at a top 100 list and it was in like the top 5, I want to say. So I mean, clearly everybody likes this movie, or at least most people like this movie. But it does not compare, at least, to my number one. And that for me has to be A Christmas Story. So for me personally, it's always kind of just been in my life. It's my dad's favorite movie. I think maybe ever. Could be wrong on that. But I know, like, there's always the 24 Hours of a Christmas Story, and I've been watching that since I was, a little kid and could actually pay attention. We have the DVD box set, or I say box set, it's just the special edition that it can loop indefinitely. And, we do watch it every year, as much as we can. It is a really good film. I think it captures the old spirit of America and just the way people were. And I mean, sure, there's some comparatively tasteless things, but I think overall the story is basically very neutral, and it's just about a kid being a kid. I mean, he's not perfect. He makes mistakes. Although, maybe one of these days we'll do a deeper breakdown with me and the boys, because back in college we watched it and we were just absolutely ripping into Ralphie because, God, that kid sucks. And he's basically a war criminal. But, that's neither here or there. I don't have as much time as I wanted to maybe focus on something like this. And obviously with like, the end of the year approaching, we're hitting an end here. So, I just want to say thank you all for a really good year. All 40 some episodes. I think it's been rather successful. for a new channel, all things considered. I mean, obviously I have not been put on like the front page or anything, and I don't expect to, nor do I necessarily want to. I like the small growth. I like the smaller audience. It's kind of nice. And, you know, I think it keeps the pressure off. Especially since I'm not in a position to do this as like a full-time thing. So, you know, again, if you're listening, thank you. And, you know, as I said, Merry Christmas. And I hope everyone has a good rest of the year. And hopefully we'll have a good 2026. But, you know, only time will tell on that one. So, yeah, I guess it's about going to do her. You know, have a good day. And hope to see you in the next one. Bye.